Whether you live in the frigid cold like we do or the sweltering heat, your dog's paws need protection from the elements. Dog shoes, often referred to as dog boots or booties, are one of the simplest ways to provide paw protection for your dog. But how do you know if your dog needs a pair of dog shoes? What if your dog doesn't like wearing them? And finally, are the Kurgo Blaze Cross dog shoes worth the money for large and giant breed dogs? These are just a few of the questions we will answer for you today in this video. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping back. If you are new here, my name is Stephanie, aka Big Dog Mom, and on this channel I provide information and resources to help you and your big dog live your best life together. Kurgo was kind enough to send Junior and Sulley a pair of Blaze Cross dog shoes to test out for this unbiased review. We want to extend a huge thank you to them for partnering with us on this video. Be sure to check out the link to the full blog post review in the description box below. Okay, before we get into our full review of the Kurgo dog shoes, I'd like to take just a few minutes to share why you might consider a pair of dog boots for your dog. First, what are the dangers for dog paws in the winter? Here is a list of a few risks your dog faces each time he or she heads outside in the winter. Dryness, cracking, or chapping of the paw pads, paw injury from imbalanced walking or running on the snow or ice, slipping on the ice, an obvious risk in the wintertime, frostbite from the freezing cold, snow, and ice burning the paws, poisoning from de-icing salts and chemicals that are used on sidewalks and roads, hypothermia when temperatures plummet into the teens and single digits, and then pain and discomfort from all of the above. Now look, I can understand a dog owner arguing that dogs have evolved able to deal with inclement weather like snow and ice. They really haven't. Most dogs live their lives lounging on the couch, being pampered with toys, and eating perfectly tempered food from sanitized bowls. This couldn't be further from the existence of their distant ancestors in the wild, who did have to survive through frigid winter months outside. Let's face it, our dogs need our help when it comes to safety in the winter. And that's where your dog's paw protection, his dog shoes, come in. Let's spend the rest of our time together taking a deep dive into the topic of dog shoes. The first thing you will want to do if you are considering a pair of dog shoes is make sure you get the right size. On the Kurgo website, you will see a size chart with instructions on how to pick the right size for your big dog. It's super easy. Simply take a white sheet of paper and place it under your dog's front paw while they are standing. Draw a line on both sides of the paw at the widest point and measure between the two lines to select the proper size based on that width. In this video review, you will see that Junior's paws are too big for even the extra large size dog shoes, so for now we are sticking with just applying the Musher Secret for him. Sulley measures approximately 3¼ inches, so the size extra large is perfect for him. Once you have a pair of dog shoes that are the right size, you will want to condition your dog to them before throwing them on and heading outside. So how do you do that exactly? Condition a dog to wear dog shoes. At its core, conditioning is introducing something in baby steps and with food so as to not scare or overwhelm your dog. In this case, we are pairing Sulley's new Kurgo Blaze Cross dog shoes with some yummy treats so that every time the shoes come out, Sulley is excited to put them on. Let's see the steps in more detail that I took with Sulley one by one. Each step took a few minutes each day over the course of a couple of weeks from introduction to stepping outside. The process starts with unboxing the dog shoes and sitting with the dog, not touching the shoes or your dog. Simply offer a few treats every time your dog shows a little interest. You're going to work up to having the dog sniff the shoes and again offer a few treats. The next few steps can go as quickly or slowly as needed for your individual dog. But basically, while you are holding the dog boots in one hand, touch your dog's paw with the other, and again, offer a few treats. As long as your dog is not showing any calming signals, you can try to slip one dog boot on the back paw. Okay, and then repeat this process with each paw over the next few days, putting on a boot and taking it off, again, offering treats each time. Now, you can try to put a single dog shoe on and encourage your dog to walk around a little. Again, offer more treats. Repeat this process with each paw over a few days, putting on a boot and taking it off, again offering treats each time. Repeat this with more than one dog boot at a time. Encourage your dog to walk around indoors with the shoes on and offer treats each time. And lastly, continue to repeat this process until your dog shows no signs of stress or discomfort with the dog boots while walking. Now you are ready to head outside. Keep in mind, if this is not the first time your dog has worn dog shoes, I still recommend going through this conditioning process for each new pair your dog wears. Even small changes in shoe fit can make a huge difference. Okay, now that we've shown you how to properly measure and condition your big dog to wearing dog shoes, let's take a closer look at the Kurgo brand shoes and see how well they performed in our tests. Sulley has been wearing his Kurgo shoes for several months, plenty of time to fully test them out and gather a comprehensive list of pros and cons, which we will get to in a minute. As always, I review products across 4 categories: quality, durability, affordability, and drool score. And I rate them from 1 to 5 paws for awesomeness. Okay, let's get started. The Kurgo Blaze Cross dog shoes are made with premium quality construction that was obvious right out of the box. Where the tightly woven water-resistant nylon mesh and thick bottom rubber sole come together, there are no gaps, and the stitching between the layers of mesh fabric are secure as well. Anytime you have multiple moving parts, you can have failure in quality. We did not experience that with these dog shoes. The cinch cord and Velcro straps are quality made and performed as expected. And for adventures after dark, the Kurgo Blaze Cross dog shoes are accented in reflective trim. When paired with their LED light from Kurgo, your dog will be able to safely and comfortably explore at night in the winter. In all, we award the Kurgo Blaze Cross dog shoes a solid 4.5 paws of awesomeness, with a minor deduction of half a paw for not being manufactured in the USA. Let's move on and see how well these dog shoes held up under the beating of my crazy Mastiff Sulley. As a direct result of the premium quality construction, we found the Kurgo Blaze Cross dog shoes held up extraordinarily well for the beating they endured on Sulley. I was worried about the straps and the cinch cord initially, but both held up perfectly and performed as needed to get a proper fit on Sulley's paws. The grip on the bottom was fantastic overall. Only a few times did I notice Sulley slip a little on the icy driveway. In the snow, though, he had no problems whatsoever. Because these are all-weather dog boots and can be worn in the summer to protect paws on hot pavement, the durability for large and giant breed dogs may depend on how much use they get in other climates and in other seasons. Frankly, I wish I had these booties when we lived in the Arizona desert. Without them, poor Sulley rarely went on walks on the pavement. Therefore, in terms of durability for large and giant breed dogs, we are awarding the Kurgo dog shoes a well-deserved 4.5 paws of awesomeness. I am deducting half a paw for the fact that it was hard to get the dog boots on and cinched enough to prevent snow from entering at the top when Sulley was in deep snow. This was not a huge issue, and frankly, not that much snow got in, and it certainly wasn't enough to cause Sulley even the slightest bit of discomfort. Let's move on to affordability. At a price point of just $75.99, I feel the Kurgo Blaze Cross dog shoes are a tremendous value and worth the price being charged. If you live where winters get cold and or snowy, I cannot recommend these dog shoes enough for large and giant breed dogs. Honestly, the price is not that high that most big dog owners would feel strapped to buy them. While it is true that there are cheaper methods for protection for your dog's paws, such as Musher's Secret, they are not a foolproof barrier. Not only will they not protect your dog's paws from chemicals and salts on the road, they do nothing to prevent the sequelae from extreme cold or heat. And with that, let's move on to our 4th and final category, the boys' drool score. So what did Sulley think of his new Kurgo dog shoes? Put simply, Sulley loved them. Once, he was conditioned to them. At first, he was quite skeptical. As Junior calmly laid there happily waiting for me to try to put them on him, Sulley became anxious. It took me several days to work with Sulley before he was comfortable with any attempt to put the shoe on his paw. And this is with a Mastiff who really enjoys having his paws touched and his nails trimmed. For those of you with dogs who do not yet enjoy having their paws touched or their nails trimmed, you will want to plan a little more time with the conditioning to these dog shoes. Once Sulley was conditioned to the dog boots, he loved them, and he was more than happy to put them on. With temperatures in the negative single digits some days and between 4 to 9 inches of snow at any given time, Sulley was genuinely excited to get his shoes on and head outside for a long walk. In summary, we are awarding the Kurgo Blaze Cross dog shoes a very solid and emphatic 4.5 paws of awesomeness. I am deducting half a paw simply due to the fact that they aren't really a product that is open and go. You really need to take your time with them and be patient with yourself and your dog. These dog shoes are an investment in your dog's comfort and wellness and shouldn't be viewed as a frivolous accessory. Let's go through a summary of our experience with the Kurgo Blaze Cross dog shoes, the pros and the cons. First, the cons, because no product is perfect, let's face it. First, you need to strap the boots tightly enough to prevent snow from seeping in at the top. Again, this was not a huge issue and did not cause Sulley any discomfort whatsoever. They are somewhat difficult to put on. At times you feel like you need 3 hands, but that got better with each time we put them on. Conditioning is required for ease of use and canine compliance. This is not an open and go product unless your dog is already well accustomed to wearing dog shoes regularly. For most, conditioning will be required. Next, the extra large size was not quite big enough for Junior's freakishly ginormous paws. And lastly, dogs with nails too long may experience discomfort as nails will cause constant pressure on toes and paws as the dog is walking. Now that we've gone through the cons, let's talk about the pros. Here are the overwhelming pros as we experienced them in the months using the Kurgo Blaze Cross dog shoes. They definitely made Sulley more comfortable in the snow and in freezing temperatures. There was no more paw lifting or other discomfort when walking in the snow, which he had done in the past. They have premium quality construction that is evident, as I said before, right out of the box. They are durable under the weight of a wild and crazy Mastiff. And I believe they would be an asset for a weight loss and fitness routine, providing much needed exercise in the winter, even for the most cold sensitive dog. And the reflective trim is awesome for night walks and potty breaks, especially when paired with the Kurgo LED lights that you can put on the collar. Next, the extra large size should be able to fit most large and giant breed dog paws. And lastly, they are perfect shoes for all season and all terrain, not just snow and ice. And now, here's our question for the day. Has your big dog worn dog shoes? What questions about dog shoes do you have that I didn't answer in this video? Share your experience and any questions you have in the comments below. And with that, if you got value from this review, I would love it if you would take a moment and hit that like button and consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you don't miss any great big dog content. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for a few funny outtakes, and we will see you in our next video. Bye for now. Whether you live in the frigid cold like we do or the sweltering heat, your dog's paws need protection from the elements. Go! Run! Go on! Go! Get your paw. Quickly.
He's not running, he's just standing there.
Okay. Where's your ball? He's got both balls.
I heard that.
Joni! Joni! You have both balls! We got your ball. We got your ball. Okay. We got your ball. Whew. Man, it was cold out there. My phone says it was 19 degrees. Brr. Okay. And consider subscribing to this channel. Why can't I say the word channel? It's like I literally can't say it. And oh my God, he's drooling everywhere. Is that on here? Junie! Okay. So, Junie, that is disgusting. Can I have a slobber rag?